I'm Kaz.
I'm Tench.
I'm Zhao.
And we're PIXELMOUth.
So we were founded in 2022 in a art and performance space called the Grace Exhibition Space. We were granted the opportunity to view a show there, and this is a curatorial collective that was sort of born out of that. We each serve an individual role in the group, but we like to cross over and collaborate quite a bit.
We're a big believer in responsibility over hierarchy, even to the term I stole for Pioneer Works. We are very heavy on collaboration.
And in the past, we've been curating and running one-night only shows that consist of performances and the selection exhibitions.
Our main goal is for a show to walk into the venue, the space, and be completely in a new world and have a full space transformation, which goes from the moment they walk in and see the artwork to every part throughout the show. We could try to weave narrative everywhere.
We're very maximalist. We try to fill up the space as much as possible. We strive for total space transformation. We're very against the one wall gallery aesthetic.
And we find ourselves in a lot of concrete boxes. So it's definitely a task covering all the walls, but we've done it in skin, we've done it in paint, we've done it in a few other materials, projections. For us, shaping an artifact, we very much view space as an artifact, and a lot of our art sort of centers around engaging with the audience in a very sensory way. So things that people can see, things that people can touch, things that people can hear and really interact with. So definitely interaction design is something that we think about a lot. And particularly for this piece, we were thinking about, the dance floor as a space, and how to engage with people in that kind of space. And one of the biggest ways that we thought of doing that was with light.
We wanted to create something that definitely played to all three of our strengths. I tend to be more on the construction, the rigging, the carpentry, the kind of figuring out, making, the bones, you can say, of the space. Tench is the master VJ, which Zhao is definitely the fine artist of the bunch. But you're so detail-oriented, and everything you make is so incredible. So I think we definitely wanted to play to all of our strengths.
For people who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight, what you're missing out on is a rave with very cool generative scientific bioart, yes. Plus bubbles filled falls, and two very large giant lamps in the middle of the rave floor.
Yeah, so these 8-foot tall lamp sculptures that have this sort of weird moldless shape, and they have some opaque parts and some more translucent parts, so you have a lot of light shining through. And those sculptures are also very utilitarian. They're actually hiding our projectors, so they're keeping our projectors safe. And on the projections, we were focusing a lot on bright colors, on sort of flashing lights, and I was definitely thinking a lot about organic design. I was thinking about things like Voronoi patterns, cellular automata, reaction diffusion networks. Sculptures are also mirroring that. So Tao's design for the sculptures is based around reaction diffusion, and the patterns in which parts are opaque or translucent are actually designed based off of reaction diffusion.
Speaking about narrative, we wanted to kind of create this sci-fi-esque world where it just rained bubbles, and there was these weird glowing larva sculptures, and I guess we really wanted to almost have this this lush forest vibe.
To be real, this collaboration looked like a lot of sitting on the floor of the basement covered in glue.
Yeah, and our basement is our studio at the moment, and so it's very much a style of both collaboration, but also cohabitating in a kind of interesting way. All of our ideas are we're usually just around each other, so we bounce our ideas off of each other all the time.
I think our first few shows were a little bit rompier on that front, and then I think we ironed out a lot of like communication stuff and figured out sort of like, okay, this is the rim of how we work together. And obviously that's shifted over the years. But I think one thing that's been really nice about the three of us being pretty insular is we're all at this point being incredibly comfortable working with each other, and so it feels like nobody's worried about hurting anybody else's feelings, and also all of us are obsessed with each other's art.